How's it going, guys? So today I'm going to be testing out some products that I just recently purchased, and one of them is this Salon Perfect gel pens. It says it's one step, like no base coat, no top coat needed. So I'm curious. So we're going to try these out, and I got those, I don't know if I said Walmart. I got those on Walmart. And then I got these two guys, which were from Amazon. This is a Modelones color cube under Lovesick. That's the color palette name, whatever. And this one's a Saviland. I don't know if I said that wrong. Probably did. And number 2, I guess. It's just black, white, silver, and gold. And these are both that, like, kind of thicker, jelly-like gel polishes? I don't know. But we're going to test them out. I think we'll do like one color from each of these because there's multiple. And then we'll just try out both of these maybe. That only makes up 4 colors. Okay, well, 2 colors. And I don't know. We'll figure it out, guys. But yeah, it was nice because the Modelones one came with a little brush, which was perfect because I needed that. And I'm probably just going to throw in a random top coat. So yeah, let's just hop on in. All right, guys, so here is my hand again. I'm not going to be doing tips, mainly just because my natural nails have been getting beaten up pretty bad at work and everything. So we're going to give them a break and just leave them alone for a little while. And we're just going to paint on top, just a little gel coat, you know. And these are those one-step Salon, was it Salon Perfect, whatever it is, ones. I figured let's start with the white one. This is what it looks like. Okay, it's not really. Oh boy. There we go. That's what it looks like. It's just like little bristle tip. And I don't know if you're supposed to mix it, but I don't think there's a way. So it just says squeeze it until you saturate the bristles, which I can already see is working, which is nice. And let's just put it right onto the thumb. Ooh, okay. So far, I'm not too sure how I feel about this. This is like real thick and goopy. Oh boy. All right, we're gonna have to do a lot of cleanup on this. All right, I'm not too sure how I feel about this. These are probably good if like you don't already have like, you know, the starting base of what you need for doing gel. But honestly, you're better off just probably just buying what you need to do gel. Especially since this is already going to limit you on your color choices. I don't know. I'm not super happy with these, but it did do something. Like, wow, I'm probably doing a terrible job at keeping everything in frame. I'm so sorry. But yeah, this is it before it's cured. As I feel like it looks sloppy, but to be honest, my normal paint job is not that great, so. All right, I'm going to cure this. All right, so it's cured. This is what we're working with. Ignore this side. This is the side that was not doing well. I don't know. It wasn't the most even coat. Like, I probably could do a second. To be honest, it doesn't feel like there's a ton of polish in this tube. Like, I don't know. I don't hate these. They're not the worst so far from what I can tell. But it's like super... I think for the application method they have happening here, the product is just a little too thick for this applicator. If it was, it'd probably be easier to work with if it was a little bit thinner product. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. If you can, I don't know if you guys can tell. I feel like it looks better on camera than it does in person, but there's definitely what looks like little like bumps or chunks in it, which obviously no one really wants. And like because the brush is so big and just not great, I don't know, it just doesn't apply the best. All right, so I cured it a second time with the other coat, and it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't necessarily have a sticky layer, but it also doesn't not have one. I don't know, it has a weird texture to it. I feel like you're probably going to want to wipe it off still. And for a note, the storage on these, it says to make sure you clean the tip before you put the cap on and store it. Like, clean it really well. I don't know if, like, somehow it'll, like, dry up, even though it's UV cure polish, but either way, it's probably better for the brush. I don't know. It just says clean it, and then you can store it. Let's just move on to the, well, I'm gonna call it rose gold sparkle one. Harder to start. I don't know if the glitter is gonna play a factor in this. It also kind of feels like it is a little bit more empty. Alright, there we go. I see it now. Which one should we? We'll do just right here. Next one. Alright, maybe I actually put too much. I don't. Oh, maybe not. You know what? I might actually just take this right off of this and put it on top of this white. Because I'm realizing it's just sparse. It's just sparse glitter. It's not even... I thought it was going to be like... Hang on. Hold on. I thought it was going to be more packed, like how it shows on this packaging right here. And I'm sure you could eventually get it to be like that, but I don't feel like packing on that much onto my finger. So I'm going to wipe this right off. Just make it so we can have a chance for another color. Top this white one with it, because I'm not trying to have just one solid white nail. Okay, this didn't really make it look better. To be honest, these might be good for kids to get them introduced into using gel polish. By no means am I trying to make myself sound like a professional. I'm far from, but I don't know. It's coming off of feeling like it's very for children. And looking like that also. If they have more color traces. I don't really know if they do. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. Alright. I don't know why the glitter just doesn't want to really stick to the tip of my nail that much, but it's on there. It's not terrible. I don't hate it as much. I don't love it either. But yeah, I'm just gonna clean this off, and we'll move on to what I have higher hopes for. The stuff I have higher hopes for. So let's see. We'll start with this one, I guess. So I'm probably gonna be doing this wrong also, but that's okay. This is showing if it's perfect, if this is a good thing for, like, newbies. I'm gonna put this on my middle finger. Whoa. All right, right off the bat, very impressed. Typically this type of gel is like a type that you have to make, it's like buildable. So it goes on a whole lot more sheer. Sorry, I'm moving my hand a lot. But yeah, typically these I feel like always go on a lot more sheer, and you just have to build it up. But this black, yes, it's not like 100% opaque. Mind you, it's just the first like application. But for the first application, that is kind of great. And once again, you're going to have to ignore my very, very sloppy, we'll call it the paint job or whatever. But yeah, all right, I'm going to cure this one. I'm very much obsessed with that because that took very little product. And I still have more on my brush. So yeah, I could do another nail, but I'm going to wait on that. All right, so that's it cured on that first application. And please ignore the glitter that is now everywhere from this other nail. But that's not bad. You're going to see like some weird lumps. That's not the product. That would be my natural nail because I have done that much damage to it. But yeah, I'm going to probably add one more thin coat for this nail. And then we'll try another color or the other little color palette that we have. I think I want to try one of the glitters from this one too, just for a comparison with the glitters. Look at that. Now it's like 2 coats and you got a fully opaque black, and 1 coat if you want it to be like more of a sheer black, which I do like the options. And I'm glad that it doesn't take like 4 coats to make it opaque. So I'm personally loving this little pot right here. This is soft pudding cream. I have to remember that. I keep forgetting what the name of those are. We'll try the silver on the bare nail without a color down first, just to see if it's similar to this other one was, or if it goes on more in a solid form. So it doesn't seem, it seems like a buildable one again, for, which is like pretty common for glitter, to be honest. Yeah, definitely a buildable one, but the difference between these two is the glitter seems to lay much flatter and it's less like bumpy. Like it doesn't feel bumpy, but when you're applying it, it does. And this one does not feel like clumpy or bumpy really when you're applying it. It just kind of applies very soft and evenly. It feels very nice actually. And I was going to put something underneath, like a base coat, like color, and then go back over. But to be honest, I might just build this up and see how many coats it takes to like build it up. Because I'm kind of loving just like, it almost looks chrome. And the more I use this kind of polish, the more I'm hating this one nail. So I think when this video is over, this nail is going to be coming off and I'll be fixing it. But for the sake of the video, we'll keep it. But yeah, let's build this one up. This was 3 coats, and I'd say that's pretty well covered. Honestly, you could have left it at just even 2 coats, because that looked perfectly fine at just 2 coats. I was just getting a little nitpicky with it and went with another third, and then, mind you, that third was, even that was like a very, very thin coat. So we're gonna put this guy away for now. Currently in love with it. Definitely, and it's like, I don't remember how much it was, but I can tell you it was a really good price for the fact that you get 4 colors, and it doesn't look like they're big, but you need such a small amount that this is actually a lot, which is great. Now we're gonna go with the Model 1 palette, and this is what the palette is looking like. Went with this one just because like I wanted to start off with like a good base, like nudes. This is all like nudes, and then this has got like your black and white and a couple glitter. So that's why I went with those 2. If you're just starting off, I feel like those are probably going to be good first picks just to get your base coat of like general colors that everybody's going to like kind of want in their arsenal. But yeah, which color should we choose? All right, I'm going to go with this very last one. Just a little bit, and we're going to stick it right on the pointer finger. Oh, these are definitely, oh yeah, I forgot. These ones I think are more of that solid cream gel polish. Yeah, that doesn't tell me anything. From the photo, if I remember correctly, these are more of a translucent coloring one. So this is definitely like going to be more heavily build to it if you want a solid, more, oh my god, I can't talk today, a more solid pigment. But I went for this just because for some reason I was really attracted to a lot of the more translucent nail looks, and I've been obsessed with them lately. Oh, I got a little glitter in it. That's all right. I don't really clean the brush off that well. That's okay though. The translucent nail polishes lately have been really catching my eye, so I had to go with them. But from the first coat so far on this one, I'm already loving it. Let's cure that. First cure, we're going to throw on a second coat now. And see how fast this builds up. I don't expect this one to build up quite as fast as some others, just because the whole point, I think, behind this palette was a more translucent look, but you can definitely build it. I would recommend, whenever building gel polish, always build it up in thin layers. I got the second coat on there for that one. You won't be able to see this, but because I did not clean the brush off that well, there was a little bit of glitter from this nail left in there, and this color picked it up a little bit, and honestly, I feel like it's gorgeous with that glitter thrown in there. And I'm obsessed with the color. Yeah, that's like a favorite for sure. Although, if that's the darkest color, Wonder how light the others are. But either way, that's only the second coat. So obviously it will only get darker the more coats you put on. So I'm kind of loving that. But let's see what we can do with the pinky. You know what? Let's try this white to compare. Because I think it's like a translucent white, which I personally am very curious about. Because I don't even know like what that would entail. So, like, or like a milky white, like less, I don't know. But I'm very, very curious about this white. Like, I know the one in this palette will for sure be super opaque because, like, you can tell just based off how the black went on. That white's also going to do the same, which is nice to know. But, all right, this is a nice, it's just nice. No other words. I love that. All right, I'm going to cure that, and then we'll throw a second coat just to see what the second coat does. But I'm obsessed with it. All right, we cured that. Let's do the second coat. I have extremely small nails. So I'm just going to say I'm sorry in advance because this isn't like a great test for my lack of nail. They're like child nails. But, you know, they do the job. They're just super, super small. Less product I have to use, I guess you could say. And usually the reason why I put tips on. I throw on a top coat. And I was going to take off the polish on this thumb, but I realized I totally forgot that this is gel polish and it takes oh no, I dropped it. Hold on. It's fine. I dropped it, but there's just like one speck. Oh no. Okay, it's a little dirty now, but it's still okay. Yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the gel polish, I forgot that it's like a process to take off gel polish, and I do not have the patience for that. So I'm just not gonna take that off. It's just gonna live there until it's off. So I'm going to, sorry, I hit the mic. I'm going to attempt at doing this hand on camera. I'm gonna use the white in this polish so we can see what this one looks like. And I'm gonna just try to do this thumb. I'm not doing the whole hand, I'm just gonna do this thumb. And please excuse the fact that this is my non-dominant hand I'm working with. So this will be interesting. Alright, for the first coat, that's not looking horrible. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, that's it. It's okay so far. I'm gonna do a second coat, obviously, because it's definitely not ready to be done. But this hand is, the nails, like my natural nails itself, are awful and bumpy and everything because there was some nail, like I had the tips on, and some of them definitely like more or less tore off. Which would then leave my, leave my natural nail not looking so hot. But, you know, what are you gonna do? Oh my god. Alright, so I'm gonna attempt at making, this is real streaky and not great. I blame it on my left hand, but to be honest, the white might not actually be that great. No, I think it still is. That was a user error. I blame it on my user error. Alright, I'm gonna try to put this glitter one on again, but I'm going to try doing it with this brush and see if that makes any difference. Maybe the brush is just not the greatest applicator for this, and hopefully this one can come out looking better, but to be honest I don't have high hopes for it because once again I'm using my left hand, and that usually, oh god, it usually doesn't lead to anything great. Okay, well, I guess if I had to pick, it's coming out so far a little better than the other with, like, this brush applicator. Alright, guys, so I put a second application of the glitter on, and it looks better, I guess you could say, than this one in a weird way. I don't know. I kind of truly hate both of them. I do. I just don't like them. I think it was probably the color combos, the white with the heavy pink glitter, just not my thing. Maybe some people like it, and that's good. It's not like the worst thing ever. It's just not my taste. These, on the other hand, I love, particularly these two currently. This one is pretty high up there also. Just loving them. They came out great. For the end of my review on all this guy, 10 thumbs up, whatever, I don't know. Thumbs up. This one, amazing. Same thing with this one. Both of these, very good in pricing and amazing product. Goes on beautifully, and it's like even beginner friendly. You don't need to really know what you're doing, and you can still do it. It's the best thing ever. I totally recommend these. And then these little guys, which I'm not even going to bother cleaning this one because I don't care for it. These guys, I don't know. Some people might like them. I wouldn't recommend it personally. It's for the price. I think it wasn't that much cheaper than either of these. Like, I think this was the cheapest one. It wasn't that much cheaper. Like, actually, to be honest, this might have been even cheaper. And you get 4 colors. Like, I think this was around $5 or $6. I don't recall how much these were, but I want to say they were probably around $6 or $7 each. So, you know, not worth it. Truly not worth it. Like, this is perfect. If you get one of these, you get one of these little brushes with it, and you're good to go. If you already have a brush, great. If you can always get a brush separately or use whatever's lying around. But, like, totally recommend these. Like, they're amazing. And, like, if you look my hand, just cover that finger up. This is great. This just ruins it. But I'm going to have to live with that now because I'm too lazy to take that off. Yeah. I'll show you a more close-up B-roll of this hand. Or maybe this one. Once I finish it off camera, it might look better. We'll see.